All right, boys, we are back, and it's time to continue with our San Jose Sharks. The year 3 off season. I want to get to the year 4 simulation in this video, but we still have some moves to make, so no promises, all right? I wanted to read your comments with some of the trades. I got to read a few of them last night, but when I woke up this morning and I came down here right before I did this, I went to YouTube to check the comments, and apparently YouTube, all the comments are unavailable right now for some reason. So I had a few ideas from what you guys said last night, but for the most part, I guess I got to go by myself here, right? So let's see who is available in free agency. Again, I don't really see any players that we would want to get. We want to save up the cap space for a trade that may happen. So, goaltenders, really nobody there, so we're okay. There are prospect goalies like this Louis-Philippe Guindon. But, you know what? I don't want to sign him because we know what's going to happen. I'm going to sign him and I'm just going to trade him, right? I did that last year with Eric Comrie. So let's just let another team sign that young prospect goalie. All right? I don't mind signing prospects to trade them, but when I know we're going to trade them, we don't need them. Like, what's his name? Chiarelli is definitely going to be our young goalie of the future. So you're just signing that guy just to trade him. So let him go to another team. Same with all these guys, right? I mean, I could sign Calvin DeHaan, but we don't need him. They're just going to be trading assets. We already have a full defensive core that we could trade for prospects later. So you know what? I'm going to let the computers snatch up these players. And all the overall players we really don't need. We already have like 15 forwards. We have 6 great defensemen. So yeah, we really don't need to do much. So I'm not going to make the trades here at free agency because I have a big question that I need to have answered by this game, and that is Ernest Chiarelli. I want to trade away Niemi, but if he stays at 78 overall, do you want to trade away Niemi? I mean, I don't want to have a worse season than we did last year, and Niemi did take us to a 50-win season, right? And if Ernest Chiarelli is not ready, I got to make a trade for a starting goalie instead of just unloading Niemi and letting Chiarelli go. So that's something I want to get to. And also, the right wingers that we were talking about, I was thinking about, snipers, playmakers. But at the end of the day, we already have the sniper and the playmaker on that first line. I want a power forward or a playmaker or sniper with a really good physical and defensive category, right? The problem is with Brett Burns is, I'll show you when the simulation stops, is that his 3 offensive categories are all like 4-star now. Right? They're not 4.5-star. His defensive categories are like 4.5-star, 5-star even, but his offensive categories are only 4-star. So he's a better second line power forward. I want to get a first liner who's got the good physical, good defensive category so he can help out defensively, but he's also got the offensive side to him, the 4.5 stars across the board, like the 87, 88 overalls in the important categories and up. Brent Burns has some 84s. He's got some 86s in there, right? I want to get a stud. So, there's some people out there saying guys like Nail Yakupov, and he definitely brings the offensive category, but does he bring the defensive category, right? We already have a bunch of small players on our team like Silverberg, Skinner, Gallagher, even though he's a power forward. I want to bring some size, especially if we're trading our size out. There are some other players like Bobby Ryan. He was actually a great choice because I think he does have his good defensive category, but I'm pretty sure he's already got like a really long contract at a lot, so we got to be careful about this. So we're up here at the preseason. Let me just go to the first preseason game so the other teams, free up their cap space a little bit. There you go. All right, so we'll stop right there. So now let's take a look at our team as the way it looks right now and just see if the trades are necessary or not. Oh, shit. I should have, I just simulated today and injuries were, I think, still on. So let me just remember to turn off injuries. Injuries are off, and automated goalie rotations are on. There you go. Okay, so that stuff has been fixed. Now, let's take a look at our goaltender situation. If Ernest Chiarelli's up there at 84 overall, man, that's going to give me just a whole other trading asset to work with. So, roster moves. Yeah, because I've signed everybody. All right, so let's start with the goaltenders. Goalie. All right, so Ernest Chiarelli, 85 overall. He had a huge jump, boys. Now, he still is pretty weak in the puck control category. Look at the reflexes. It's the reflexes that jacks him up. He's got 5-star reflexes, but his puck control is only 3. He's got a 67 for poise, right? Shot recovery, 81. Rebound control, only 80. So, no wonder he's still listed as a backup, but we can still play him. Agility is up there at 92. Endurance is up there at 90. Speed, 82, but vision is only 70, right? So, it's going to be interesting to see what he does, but I think, I think we should play him for sure. So, Ernest Chiarelli, get your ass up here. And, this is what I mean. We can go with Ernest Chiarelli and Niemi throughout the year and have a nice 1-2 punch. If only Niemi had one more year on his deal, I would have liked to use him this year. But 33 years old, 1 year left. You can keep him, but you're just going to keep him and let him walk, right? We could go with Ernest Shirelli and throw the kid into the the fire, basically. Or I could trade away Niemi and maybe get like an 82, 81 overall backup goalie instead of Hellenis. Hellenis ain't bad, but maybe get more of a sustained backup goalie. You know, I could do that. All right, so there's the 1-2 punch in net. We'll just leave Niemi there for now. Defense, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's the 6 in D. Honka got to jump up to 82 overall. Now, here's my opinion about Honka. He's listed as a top 6, but he's already got the Red Star potential, so he ain't getting any worse. He's got that great defensive awareness at 94 as an offensive defenseman, but his puck skills is only 3.5 star. His poise is only 65. His physical is 1 star. I'm not saying he's a bad player. He would be good on a team that, needs defense. But as far as I go, we already have a better defensive core. Until he gets better than these 6, he stays down in the minors. He's a good depth player for the playoffs. And I think after this year, we trade away one of these defensemen to make room for Honka. But I think for this year, we can leave him in the minors. He ain't getting any worse, all right? He's already got the Red Star. And I like our defensive core. So we're not going to touch that. Forwards. All right, so I'll bring up Drayson Bowman because I might want to trade him. Brendan Lemieux, he jumped up as well. Slowly getting better. He's actually got a little bit of a good offensive category, but still he stays down in the minors, even though he's listed as a 4th liner. Nylander, he stayed at 64 overall. I know some people were saying that you should have played Nylander. He gets a lot better. You guys got to remember, this is an older roster update. I think this is a roster update before Nylander gets really good. I didn't edit him at all, and I agree. Usually by this year, you see Nylander getting better. But this was a previous roster update. So he might not be getting any better until like 25, 26 years old. Only 64 overall. All right? And I did play him last year. Yeah, he did play. So don't give me that. He played where he should too, other forward. All right, Harding, McCarron, yep. So that's all the players I have. Yeah. McLaren. I'll leave all these guys up on the team for now, just so we can see who's here. All right, so best lines. Let's see who got better. So Jeff Skinner, 86 overall. All right, so that's what I mean about getting a first-line sniper or playmaker who's basically the same type of player as a Jeff Skinner, Like, I don't want to take any goals or offense away from this guy. I want somebody who, look at his physical and look at his defense. See, only 3.5 and 4 star. I want somebody who brings that category up. His census category is only 4 star. That's interesting. I guess his poise is a little low, all right? Logan, he should have like 5 star and 4.5 star in every category. So Logan is great. All right, but Brent Burns, just want to show you guys once again. See the 5-star skating, 4.5 star physical, and 4.5 star defense. That's what I want for the first line. But then if you look at his offensive category, only 4 star, 4 star, 4 star. He would be a perfect second liner. You slip him in right here, he would be perfect. But then we don't have a first liner. Gallagher, same thing. He's got some 4 stars. He's getting better in the offensive category, but no, I still want to use Gallagher as our second liner. He's getting better. Joe Pavelski. He hasn't gotten worse, right? No, he's still got his 4 star, so that's good. And then Silverberg, 83, he got a little bit better. He's got one more year to get better. And he's a perfect second-line sniper as well, right? So that's why you got the grittiness with Pavelski and Gallagher to make up for Silverberg. Skinner, Couture, you got to get that power forward in there right there, okay? So let me just get the rest of my team. Palmieri, Anderson, and Drayson Bowman we could go with this year, all right? He's got good offensive awareness, another sniper. He's got good defensive awareness for a sniper, so that's decent. We could use Drayson Bowman on the 3rd line. And then the 4th line, Jay McClement, Dwight King. And we could go with Fraser McLaren, or we could go with, I think Vladimir Sobotka has fallen off the team a little bit here. We could use Vladimir Sobotka for his defensive awareness if I don't want to use a tough guy in there, right? So it's either Sobotka or McLaren. So I think I'll, what is McLaren like? Hang on. McLaren actually has better defensive awareness than freaking Sobotka now. What the hell? Yeah, I'll leave Fraser McLaren, a tough guy back there, just for now. I want to see what he does. All right, so there's the lineups that we have. So the first line right wing needs to be changed. Vlasic, Shattenkirk, Giordano, Volk. Yeah, that's fine. And then goaltender, that's fine. So I like our team. I like actually Bowman on the 3rd line. That fits in perfectly. But the first line right wing, all right? And I have a player in mind. So hang on one second. Let me just free up my cap space. Sobotka, yes. Oh, no. Sobotka. That should be it, right? Yeah. All right, so we got $5.6 million of cap space, so that should be more than enough. Looks like Sybinall. I just got a quick glance at my rookies. They're not growing too fast. All right, so trade players. Now, I went through all the teams. Let me just show you the one player that I almost wanted to make a move for. It was the Bobby Ryan. Not a bad player to pick up, right? But the 6.45 or 425 million, 5 years at 29 years old. It's just, the age is fine. I don't mind the 29 years old, but this, I don't like that. It's a little bit too much. All right, but this is what I'm talking about when he brings the physical and defensive category. See how he's got the 5-star shooting, 5-star puck skills, and 4.5-star senses? That's the offensive category that I want. But he also brings the 4.5-star physical and the 4-star defense, which is a little low, but that's fine. I mean, that's a great player for the first-line right wing. But I found a better player who's a little bit cheaper, less of a contract, and the same age, and that would be Blake Wheeler of the Winnipeg Jets. He's 30. Oh, man, I guess he just turned 30. When I did the pre-scouting in free agency for some trades, he was 29. So he just turned 30, right? So he's going to stay 30 until the offseason. I'm sure his birthday was in like August or July or September or something like that. But this is what I'm talking about. 4.5 stars across the offensive category and 4.5 stars across the defensive category. You see that? So this guy is more of a well-rounded player, and he brings the offensive category. Passing 88, offensive awareness 88. His shooting category is decent, but he'll be passing it to Jeff Skinner and Logan just as much, right? And he brings the better defensive category overall than Brent Burns. So... Sorry, did I say defensive category? No, I didn't mean that. Defensive category, Brent Burns is there. Offensive category, he brings the better offensive category. And he's right there defensively. All right? And also, 5.6, I can handle that, but more importantly, 3 years left. The reason I like 3 years is because that's basically what I've been signing everybody to. 3 years left, 3 years left, 3 years left, 2 years left, right? So it's not like he's going to affect signing Logan in 3 years. So it's a perfect fit for us. So Blake Wheeler, how much cap space do they have? They got 1.8. I don't think that'll go through by itself. No, that wouldn't go through. So we're going to get Blake Wheeler. You know what? We could trade away Niemi now if they want him. Oh, they do want him. Yes, they do. Okay, so Niemi. Oh, but that might be, yeah, cap space problems. All right. All right, so hang on a second. Let's see if they have any goalies that I could take back the other way. Hutchinson. Oh, what the hell? 84 overall with that kind of trade value. 26 years old, 2 years left. Oh, hang on a second here. This was exactly what I wanted, like a backup goalie who's like 83, 82, 84 overall with not a lot of trade value. This is perfect. Yeah, this is the Wheeler and Hutchinson. Yeah, this is a perfect deal. I got to get that cap space under control. I got to get that. This is perfect. All right, so let me try to find somebody who has got a lot of cap, not a lot of trade value. Stewart, he's got some trade value on him. I don't like that. Go down here. Postma. Yeah, he's 3 years left, though. I don't want that. Setaguchi, yeah, right. Okay, right. McRae, Setaguchi. He's got 2 years left, but these are the kind of guys I want. So we'll try right first. No, still not enough. Let's try right with McRae, maybe. Yeah, we'll try that. Yeah, that'll go through. All right, so right with McRae. Yeah. And they only have 1 year left, and they're debt players, so I'll take that. And they got no trade value. Okay, perfect. So I think Niemi would take Hutchinson, Wright, and McRae by himself. Burns, yeah, I don't think that'll go through. Let me just, oh, you know what I can do? I think I have some players. Hang on a second here. Years left. There it is. Yeah, I can trade away these guys. Velarde, Zip, and Abba, well, whatever. All right, so Burns, Niemi, Velarde, Abbe, Cabell, Zip for Wheeler, Hutchinson, Wright, and McRae. I don't think it'll go through. I mean, I could add the first, but that'll definitely not go through, and I don't want to piss them off. So I'll add in the second. I know you guys might be thinking, what are you talking about? That'll go through? I don't think so. We'll see what happens, right? So Wheeler and some depth and a second for Burns and Niemi. Will it go through? No, see, it still didn't. I knew it. They don't want to give up these players, and they don't want Brent Burns. So it's like, I just want to make sure I'm not getting ripped off here. Like 2 players. Wheeler's a good player, and you're getting, yeah, you're not, well, Hutchinson is 84 overall. Yeah, this is not bad. Will it go through? Yeah, there it is. All right, we believe this transaction will contribute to our success here in Winnipeg. So we gave up 2 NHLers for only 1 NHLer back right now, but we got the backup goalie, and we got some depth as well. But more importantly, we got the player that we wanted in Blake Wheeler. All right, so there you go. Welcome to the team, Blake. Very nice. And I think that is exactly what this team needed. All right, a little bit younger, and now we got Shirelli and Hutchinson in the net. No more Niemi, but we replaced Niemi with another 84 overall goaltender. But technically, we have 2 backups, all right? So it should be interesting, but at least, whoever's in the net, it's a decent goalie, 84 overall or better. Defensively, should be the same. Yeah, it's the same. And forwards, Sabatka's already off. Oh, yeah, okay. What are these guys like? McRae? No, I'm not playing him. I want McClement back. There you go, McClement, you get back here. Well, let me check out McClement. Yeah, McClement's all right still. And Wright's actually got some good stats on him. He's got a good, if only his defensive awareness was slightly higher, I'd use him. But you know what, Fraser McLaren looks like he's got some good stats down there. I'll use them. But look at that now. Hang on, let me go back. Look at that depth that we have now in the minors for the playoffs this year. Look at this. Honka, defenseman. McRae, center. Wright, center. Sabatka, left wing. Lemieux, left wing. Petrecki, defenseman, right? So we got the good the good depth that we need for the playoffs now. So that's good if injuries happen. Now, I want to get at least 1 month of simulating done, so let's hurry up here. Best line. So Skinner, Logan, Blake Wheeler, right? So there's the new first line. Skinner, Logan, and Blake Wheeler. Second line, Silfverberg, Pavelski, and Gallagher, same as last year. Third line, were you going to use Drace? Did I use him last year? I don't think I did, right? Third line was, I used him in the AHL, but he had 80 points, right? So this could be also a nice addition to our team that we didn't even use last year. So Drayson Bowman, Anderson, and Dwight King. No. Dwight King down here with Fraser McLaren. Bowman with Anderson and Palmieri, and McLaren with McClement and Dwight King. All right, so a very nice team, I must say. 3 snipers, power forwards, 2-way forwards. All right, we can keep the puck out of the net. Defensively now, Shattenkirk, and I'm going to play Fowler up here, right? I want to play Fowler on the first line. Even though his overall is a little low, he's still got 5-star shooting, 5-star puck skills, 5-star senses. It's the physical category that brings him down and the defensive category. So I'm still going to play Cam Fowler on the first line with Kevin Shattenkirk. All right, my 2 red star potential defensemen. Then Falk with Giordano. Yeah, should I use Giordano or Vlasic? Irwin's definitely. Falk I want to play. He's still getting better. Yeah, I got to play Falk. He's right-handed. I guess I got to play the left-handed Giordano because Vlasic is right-handed, right? Oh, no, he's left-handed. Irwin is right-handed. Oh, he's left-handed. Shit, what am I talking about? So Giordano or Vlasic? Who do I want to play on the second line? Let's give it to, let's see, Giordano's stats here. Giordano. Who's he playing alongside of Falk? Let's give him to Giordano. Yeah, let's give it to Giordano. I like Vlasic, but defensive defenseman. We'll use him on the penalty kill. He'll still get his ice time. Power play, Pavelski. Let me just go the same lines that we have during the season here. And let me get Silfverberg in there. Silfverberg, very nice. Fowler, Shattenkirk, Falk, and Vlasic. So they're using Vlasic on the power play. That's interesting. No, we're going to go with Giordano on the power play. All right. Falk and Vlasic, Giordano. Logan, Skinner, Pavelski, and Wheeler or Gallagher or Silfverberg. We'll go with Wheeler. I want Wheeler to get points this year if he grows. So Pavelski and Wheeler. All right. Penalty kill now. Logan, Pavelski, Jay McClement, and Dwight King. Now, should we play our best players in the penalty kill or should we use our depth players? Right? I could use like Joakim Anderson on the penalty kill. Yeah, I could do that. So let me just put him in there. Anderson. Just to give my other guys a chance away from the penalty kill. Get some better ice time. Pavelski. I could put in Drayson Bowman and get some goals in there. Gallagher, Palmieri I think I want to use. Yeah, Palmieri I want to use there on the penalty kill. Get him some ice time. And Dwight King, what's his defensive awareness like? Oh, yeah, okay. So Anderson, no, we'll go with McClements with Palmieri and Anderson with Dwight King. Vlasic on the first line with Shattenkirk. Irwin is also going to get some time up here with Falk. Yeah, and then Giordano and Fowler sit on the penalty kill. Yeah, that's perfect. So you can see how all of our defensemen are getting ice time. The 3-man penalty kill I'm going to leave up to Logan and Pavelski. All right, 4-on-4 lines. Logan with Skinner. Let me just do all this. Take my time. Vlasic, Fowler. I want to have those offensive defensemen on the first line so we can get some goals. Anderson and Gallagher. Yeah, you know what? We'll put the Super Swedes together. Anderson and Silfverberg. All right, Irwin and Fowler, Irwin and Vlasic. Very good. All right, So, yeah, we've taken care of everything. We're 20 minutes in, but we can get 1 month of simulating done. No worries. Logan, I'm going to put Joe Pavelski as my second line, as my extra attacker. He can handle everything. All right, and Ernest Chiarelli, the beginning of Ernest Chiarelli's NHL career. All right. San Jose, Worcester, or Worcester, whatever you however you pronounce it. All right, so here, Nylander, I got to start Nylander. He's 64 overall. All right, I'll put him down here, Schwartz. You can come off. Schwartz. There you go. Nylander. There you go. You can play on the 4th line. I don't buy that if you don't play him on the 1st line, he doesn't get better. I've seen Nylander. I've drafted him before in my other GM modes. I've seen him get better without actually even playing in the AHL. He's one of those players who always gets the jump. But I think we're in the roster update where he doesn't get the abnormal jump. It's just the normal jump. All right, so there you go. That is taking care of everything. Let us do, what do we want to do? Scouting report, yep. Scouting report. A few more things here, actually. Yeah, this might be a little bit of a longer video, but that's okay. So here are the picks this year. You got a sniper, center, playmaker, right winger, defensive defenseman, Russian, power forward, American. Damn, you got a lot of Poland, Finland, Russia, and America in the top 5. I like it. And then a goalie. You got a Finnish goalie as well, okay? So there you go. I don't know who I want to scout. We're not going to have a good high pick this year unless we trade, obviously, but there you go. Let's send him to the OHL. You know what? That was a waste. There you go. OHL, 6 weeks. All right, so, oh, you know what? Yeah, the thing that I always like to do now. I got to remember to do this. Trading block. Turn off all this stuff. I got to show you guys the what's it called? The best players in the NHL around the league right now. So forwards, just search forwards. So the way it is right now, the best overall forwards are Crosby, Ovechkin, Taves, Stamkos, Malkin, Kopitar, Kane, Tavares, Giroux, Getzlaf, Voracek, Bergeron, Zetterberg, Sagan, Nash, Parise. So there hasn't been any jumps from any young rookies just yet. That sounds about right. Defense, it is Weber, Suter, Subban, Doughty, McDonough, Keith, Petrangelo, Cronwall, Seabrook, Johnson, Bouwmeester, Carlson, Justin Schultz on Edmonton has moved up. Ekblad has moved up. Bogosian and Ekman-Larsson. Okay, so we're still pretty young into this GM mode. And goaltenders, the best goalies in the NHL: Quick, Price, Lundqvist, Rene, Rask, Cam Ward, Markstrom. Look at Markstrom. Are you kidding me? Oh, Vancouver could use that. Smith, Moody from Pittsburgh. There's that draft pick. So Moody's ready, and also is Chiarelli, all right? Crawford, Howard, Bobrovsky, Mason, Lettinen, Bernier, Fleury, Luongo, Hiller, Fast. Chiarelli, there he is. So Chiarelli's up there. He's getting up there. He's better than James Reimer, it said. It's not much of an accomplishment, but still. All right, so yeah, I want to get some simulating done. Let me just save this. I don't want to lose this. All right, that's much better. So we've taken care of the Year 3 offseason. Let us go up to the end of October, beginning of September. The one simulation month that never really tells us the full story about our team, but still, I like to see who's producing for us and who's not producing. So we'll get, what the hell, did I not press simulate? Simulate, goddammit. All right, so we'll get the preseason done. And while we're actually simulating, I'll actually talk about something. I saw some comments over the last few days saying, Johnny, talk about the Rich Peverley incident. I'm not going to make a video dedicated to just that one incident. Scary situation, no doubt. Thank God that he's all right. You know, good job to all the medical staff. Must say, the NHL medical staff, man, they're top notch. They're ready for it, you know, and as soon as somebody goes down, they're right there. I also appreciate how the NHL and the referees, you know, delayed the game. You shouldn't have to finish a hockey game after someone's life is in threat. You know, like hockey, at the end of the day, it's just a game. People's lives are much more important. So good news that, what's his name, Peverley is okay. Great news for the doctors. Good job, everybody. And just, I was hearing in the last Leaf game that they were going to give the doctors one of the 3 stars for the week in the NHL. They should do that. Absolutely. All right. Who cares if it doesn't make sense? Just good job by everybody there. The doctors. All right. That's all I'm going to say. I don't need to make a whole video about it. It's kind of a negative topic to talk about, right? But there you go. I'm just glad that everything worked out. All right, so let's get this year 4 started up. We started off the year against Dallas, 0-1-0, 0-2. Oh, no. Frazier, you know it's bad when Frazier McLaren is our leading goal scorer. Oh, man, but don't worry about it. Remember, first year, and we got Ernest Chiarelli in the net, right? So poor guy, his first 2 games, he gets beat. That's all right. Don't worry about it. He'll come back. You're going to be our key goalie of the future. But this is the year that we may actually end up regretting trading away Niemi. A lot of people, including myself, thinking, he didn't get it done in the playoffs, but he did have, 3 straight runs to the playoffs, 50-win seasons. Year 1, we had a great year. So it may be something that comes back to bite us in the ass. But I have faith that Ernest Shirelli and Hutchinson can at least, be a playoff-type goalie. With the team on front of them, we should be a playoff team. Should be. Not guaranteed, but should be. I mean, we have the first-line center. We have a great defensive core. We have snipers. We have depth. And the goaltenders, they're 85, 84 overall, right? So I've seen worse goalies make the playoffs. So don't worry about the not-so-great start. 26 minutes, you know what? Hell, we'll turn this into a 30-minute video. Let's go one more month. I'm not satisfied with that start. I'll be hearing people saying that was a bad trade for Blake Wheeler. I want to get some good points here. Maybe I can turn that argument around a little bit. Logan's getting points, which is good, but we just can't get on a tear. It's all right. I'm not going to make any line changes just yet. We're just going to let whatever happens, all right? I'm not going to worry about any losses for the first 2 months. If we start to lose, like 10 games in a row, then yeah. If we get to 15 losses before the next month, then I might have to stop the simulation. But I don't see that happening. Come on, boys. You got too much offensive firepower on this team. Last year, we were the team that scored the most goals during the regular season. What the hell is going on? It can't be that much of a difference. 4-9-0. Don't tell me we're going to go on like a 6-game losing streak. All right, let me just stop the simulation right here. We win 8-0 after losing what? 4 in a row. Don't lose 4 in a row, man. Come on. Don't do that to me. I don't mind you lose 1, you lose 2 in a row, fine, but don't start losing these friggin' 4, 5, 6 game in a row losing streaks, man. You can literally miss the playoffs in like the first 2 months if you go on those. You really can. You got to, the first month, fine, but we got to start to turn it around now. 9 losses already. It doesn't look like it's horrible, but, you go on another 5-game losing streak, now it's 14 losses. Another one, 19 losses, right? So, it can happen. It can. It's a simulation engine at the end of the day. I feel like this team is good enough. But maybe some line changes are needed. Maybe the penalty kill. Maybe Logan Pavelski should be on the penalty kill, right? We'll check all that stuff out. Could just play my best players on my penalty kill, but I normally don't. I like to leave it for the 3rd and 4th liners. I've actually had, I think it was with San Jose. I forget which year it was, but I remember we played our 3rd and 4th liners on the penalty kill, and we had one of the better penalty kills in the NHL. And we didn't use Joe Thornton and Pavelski. It was like either years 1 or 2. I forget which one it was. It wasn't last year. Last year we were a goal-scoring team. Oh, my God. All right, a late 8-11-1, not horrible. Jonathan Taves' Calgary Flames. Let's see what he's all about here. There you go. All right, so we're getting some wins. Really can't keep the puck out of the net, though. Even, look at the last 3 games, 4 goals against, and 5 goals against. We're lucky enough to get 2 wins there, but Ernest Shirelli, he's, baptism by fire right now for Ernest Shirelli. But can we get back to 500? Ooh, right before the end of the month. All right, so it was looking pretty bad, but you know what? We did kind of get back on track. 10-12-1. There was a time we were 4-9 or something like that. So it's it's not great, but don't go crazy just yet. Goals against average, we're definitely not up there. Is Niemi up there? Look for Winnipeg. No, I don't see him. And save percentage, no, I don't see him. Wins. Are we up there? Definitely not. Oh, actually, Shirelli is up there. Yeah, he's got 9 wins already. That's good for him. Points, are we up there? Logan is up there in 6th with 24 points, so he's still getting it done. Assists, Logan is up there in 3rd with 17. Goals, we are not up there. Okay, here's the Eastern Conference and the West. All right, so we sit in 5th in our division with 21 points. So not the greatest start, all right, but still very early on. We just need to go on like some sort of a winning streak. So let me just go to the stats, team standings. We'll check all this stuff out, just see where we rank. Goals for per game. We're scoring a decent amount, right? It's the goals against per game for sure. Yeah, goals against per game. We're allowing way too many goals against per game. Power play percentage, 20% could be a little bit better. This one's going to be the interesting one. Penalty kill percentage. All right, so maybe if you guys think we should go with Logan and Pavelski and Blake Wheeler on the penalty kill, let me know if I should do that, because that would increase or help out our goals against for sure. And our last 10, see what I mean? Our overall record fine, but our last 10 games were 6-3-1, right? So just keep that in mind. It's early on still. Player stats of the season. All right, so let's see who's going to get the early trade rumors. Trade this guy, he's underproducing. Guarantee you if somebody in our top 6 is not close to point a game player, it's going to be the next player to be suggested to be traded. All right, so forwards. Logan, 24 points in 23 games played. Blake Wheeler, 18 points in 23 games played. All right, so I don't know what you guys think about that. I think it's decent. Where the hell is Jeff Skinner? 8 points in 23 games played. Holy crap. All right. Let it start for this guy. Now remember, he still is young. He's getting better. I don't believe that he's going to have that kind of season the whole year. I don't think he's going to be stuck at a 40-point season. No way. All right. Gallagher, 17 points. Pavelski, 16 points. Silfverberg, 15. So the second line is tearing it up. All right. So we're decent. Our depth. Bowman, only 2 goals. So is he a minus? He's a minus 10. So just remember that, right? Our third line, Palmieri, Anderson, and Bowman are minuses. Palmieri, yeah, I don't know what to make of that. But maybe you guys can have a suggestion there. Defensively, points. Giordano, Falk, Fowler, Shattenkirk, Irwin, Vlasic. Okay, and then goalies, let's see this. Ernest Shirelli, 2.54, really not the greatest goals against average. 9-9. Hutchinson, 1-3. And a save percentage of 91.61. So Ernest Shirelli, he's getting introduced to the NHL in a little bit of a tough way, but he's getting better, right? This hopefully will make him a better goalie. But yeah, I think we are missing Niemi a little bit. I think he would help us have a better simulation so far. But I'm hoping that Ernest Shirelli can get better over the course of the year, all right? So there you go. If you guys have any suggestions for this team, let me know. Last but not least, progress reports. Let me just show you quickly. Again, I don't know how to read this crap. It's all over the place. All right, so there you go. So let me know what you guys think, and I will see you in the next video.